Okay, market profile in Excel part 1. Quick little tutorial here. I'm going to do a real simple version first, and then I can show you the more complex version. But so here's my Excel spreadsheet. You can see it's very small. I have it just squished. You can see if you back up using this function down here, you can see what's on the spreadsheet. Just this top little part up here is just a little template. So all I'm going to do is go in here. I'm going to populate these 4 by 14 cell array right there with numbers, and you can see that everything else is just a formula. It can just flow out of that. Eventually you can just tie this into a data feed, and so it's picking up the all these opens, all these highs and lows and closes, and then it will be dynamically linked, so you don't have to put in any data. But for now I'll just copy paste in some data. Now you can see how the spreadsheet works for a second, because it's a little trick to kind of learning how to set up the data. Okay, what mine does is it runs off the low of the day, so it calculates the low of the day, so the lowest low of this array right here, and sticks that low in there. Then it's going to build a table up. Just this one's going to build it plus 2 ticks at a time. You can do 1 tick or a point or whatever, and it's going to say in this cell here, it's going to say if this price is equal to or below the high for the day, and this price is, so that's what it's saying, if it's less than or equal to the high for the day, which is J51, and it's greater than or equal to the low for the day. So if it's in between the range for the day, or I'm sorry, the range for the bar, the B bar in this case, then grab J2, which is the letter B. Okay, and the B in market profile is always the first 30-minute bar of the pit session for the S&P futures. So otherwise, don't put anything. That's what the if statement's doing. So you have a simple if statement there. You drag it over and down, and now you have, and then it'll grab. If you do the $sign right. If you're familiar with Excel, this is very simple stuff. And then I've also put the data in here. You don't have to do this, but I've done a lookup function where it's going to look up into the table. Learn this VLOOKUP command, very, very useful command in Excel. It's going to look up in a data table. It's going to find the right data and stick it in this cell. And then over here you can see another simple function. It's called concatenate. It's going to concatenate the cells so that it builds the profile here. So for so for this one, it's going to just grab this cell, 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 and stick them all together. That's what concatenate does. So it concatenates it, and then it's going to say equals length of this one. There's 8 characters in this string, and so it's going to put up an 8. So it shows that there's 8 periods of overlap. That was the value price for the day. Anyway, that's a simple start to building market profile in Excel. Can get a lot better.